What is going on, guys? This is Soccer Mania here, back with another video. Join us now as we recap the weekend's football highlights and other news, including Messi breaks record, Manchester United to swoop for De Gea replacement, Liverpool woes continue, Tuchel responds to controversial substitution, Mike Dean's woes deepen, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now, the English Premier League was full of thrill as leaders Manchester City continued their brilliant run, beating Arsenal 1-0. Raheem Sterling putting his team in front after just 2 minutes. Leicester City is still in second after beating Aston Villa 2-1. Tottenham was handed its 5th straight defeat after going down 2-1 against surging West Ham, while Chelsea were held by Southampton 1-1 at St Mary's. Also, third place United still chased the title chance after beating Newcastle 3-1. Liverpool's defensive woes continue as their winning streak in their Merseyside derby came to an end after 22 years, being beaten 2-0 by Everton to sit 5th in the Premier League table. In Germany, champions Bayern were handed a shock 2-1 defeat at Eintracht Frankfurt, while Dortmund continued their dominance in the Ruhr derby, thrashing Schalke 4-0, while Leipzig added another 3-0 victory against Hertha Berlin in the race for the Meisterschale. In Spain, leaders Atleti were handed their second loss of the season, going down 2-0 against Levante, who drew against them on Wednesday, while Barcelona were held by 14th place Cadiz 1-1. Champions Real Madrid closed the gap after their 1-0 win at Valladolid. Now, on to the news. Now, our first story looks at Messi breaking a record. Now, Lionel Messi broke Xavi Hernandez's appearance record in La Liga on Sunday as he made his 506th appearance for Barcelona in the Spanish top flight against Cadiz. Messi, who is 33, moved past former teammate Xavi in Sunday's 1-1 draw, in which the Argentine scored a first-half penalty. Messi's strike against relegation-threatened Cadiz also extended his La Liga record of scoring against the most different opponents to 38. The Argentinian forward is also closing in on Xavi's club record in all competition. The Argentinian forward is also closing in on Xavi's club record in all competitions. The former midfielder, now the coach of Al Sadd in Qatar, made 767 appearances for Barca before leaving in 2015. Messi played his 761st game for the Blaugrana in the league game against Cadiz and is on track to surpass ex-teammate Xavi in March. This could be Messi's last season in La Liga. He wanted to leave Barcelona last summer and has said he will decide his future in June when his contract with the club expires. PSG and Manchester City are the favourites to sign him if he does leave, although the Premier League club denied reports this week that they have already offered him a contract. Next up, Manchester United swoop in for a goalkeeper. Now, AC Milan goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma has agreed to a provisional deal with Manchester United, according to Todo Filhages. The report claims the deal would make the Italy star the best paid goalkeeper in world football. United have had goalkeeping issues this season, with number 1 keeper David De Gea making a number of errors, while understudy Dean Henderson has also made a handful of appearances. Donnarumma, who celebrates his 22nd birthday on Thursday, became the youngest player in Serie A history to reach 200 appearances in Sunday's 3-0 derby defeat to leaders Inter. The 21-year-old's contract deal with the Rossoneri expires at the end of this season and has been linked with a host of clubs, including Serie A champions Juventus, Champions League holders Bayern, and Liga giants PSG. Next up, Liverpool's defensive woes worsen. Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson added to the club's defensive problems after going off injured in the first half of Saturday's Merseyside derby. He was replaced by the inexperienced Nathaniel Phillips after appearing to sustain a muscle injury. The England midfielder, who is now 30, was playing in defense, with several of the club's first-choice centre-backs injured. Now, speaking after the match, the Reds boss Jurgen Klopp said, and I quote, "It is not good. It is how it is." Henderson joins Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez and Fabinho in Liverpool's injury list. Matip has been ruled out for the remainder of the season, while both Gomez and Van Dijk also long-term absentees. The loss of Henderson added to the disappointment of the derby defeat as Everton won at Anfield for the first time in 22 years. Liverpool have now lost 4 successive home matches for the first time since 1923, with the defending champions enduring their worst run of form of the season. The Reds have just won 2 of their last 11 league games. Klopp continues to say, and I quote, "The Reds have won just 2 of their last 11 league games. There is no alternative but to keep going. You concede, which is not cool, lose Henderson, which is not cool, and I feel the boys dealt with it quite well. Could they deal with it better? Maybe. We will keep going." Next up, Thomas Tuchel responds to controversial substitution. Now, Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel said he substituted Callum Hudson-Odoi just 31 minutes after the winger came on in the 1-1 draw at Southampton because he was not happy with his attitude. Hudson-Odoi replaced Tammy Abraham at halftime when the Blues were 1-0 down. However, after Mason Mount equalized from the penalty spot, Tuchel did not think the 20-year-old was offering enough as they chased a winner. He said, and I quote, "Maybe it's even unfair, but it was my feeling. I was not happy with his attitude, energy and counter-pressing. I took him off and we demanded 100%. I feel he is not in the right shape to help us. It was a hard decision, but tomorrow it is forgotten and he has all the possibility to start against Atletico in the Champions League." Now, Hudson-Odoi had made a positive impression on Tuchel following the German's arrival on 26th January. The 20-year-old started 4 of Tuchel's 5-game appearances in charge, impressing as a winger and wing-back. Tuchel added, "Everyone has to understand that I take decisions to win games and there is no problem that he makes mistakes and has a bad game. But we lack energy, even 10% or 5%. He knows what I demand from him, and when he doesn't reach this level, it's a hard decision." Next up, Mike Dean's return with more controversy. Now, in a month that has included death threats and a club requesting he did not officiate their matches, Mike Dean will surely have been hoping for a quiet afternoon on his return action at Turf Moor on Saturday. While Burnley's goalless draw with West Brom was anything, referee Mike Dean was a key part of the game's main moments, sending off West Brom's Semi Ajayi after 30 minutes and turning down a strong penalty shot in the second half. Ajayi was shown a straight red after video assistant referee intervention, with the defender adjudged to have denied a goal-scoring opportunity when handling the ball on the halfway line. But VAR controversially did not encourage Dean to consult the pitchside monitor in the 53rd minute when Albion's keeper Kyle Bartley appeared to control a Connor Townsend header with an outstretched arm inside his own box. The game's biggest talking points surrounded the decision not to penalize Baggies defender Bartley and award Burnley a penalty. Speaking to Radio 5 Live, Pat Nevin said, "That has got to be a penalty. Mike Dean has walked away. He is not interested, but that is a clear handball to me. Surely they've got to have a look at that." The other key moment came when Mike Dean did not go to the pitchside monitor and ended up making Ajayi his 111th Premier League dismissal. Dean has become a magnet for headlines in the recent years, but even by his standards, February has been a notable month. On 8th of February, the official notified the police after his family received a number of threats, which included death threats and abusive messages. Numerous referees and players came out in support of Dean and his family, with the official not taking charge of a Premier League fixture last weekend at his own request. Next up, Derby victory special for manager. As Everton enjoyed a long-awaited victory on the turf of their great rivals Liverpool, manager Carlo Ancelotti beamed broadly and grabbed his players in bear hugs. 22 years have passed since their last win at Anfield. In that period, Ancelotti has won the Champions League 3 times, the FIFA Club World Cup twice, and league titles in Italy, England, France, and Germany. There was no silverware on offer at Anfield, but his reaction at the final whistle showed he knew just how big a cause for Everton celebration this was. Anfield has been a graveyard for Everton ever since victory on that Monday night in 1999, a stadium where belief, confidence and ability drained away as the Timbers drove through the gates. The lowest low arguing being last season's FA Cup third-round exit against what was almost a Liverpool youth team. Next up, Jose Mourinho claiming his coaching methods are better than anyone. Now, Tottenham boss Jose Mourinho has defended his coaching methods and staff ability after his side slipped to their 5th Premier League defeat in 6 games against West Ham on Sunday. Spurs are now 9 points off the top 4 after losing 2-1 at West Ham, and the result continues their miserable run of form in the league. Mourinho refused to concede defeat in their race for a top 4 spot after the match, but he did admit there are problems at the club. When asked whether he had ever doubted his coaching methods amid this poor run of form, Mourinho answered, "No, not at all. The results are consequences of multi-situations in football. Mine and my coaching staff methods are second to nobody in the world." Mourinho also dismissed suggestions that the team was in crisis, but admitted there is frustration and sadness in the changing room and said they are having a bad run of results. Mourinho added, "Of course our team has problems, and the problems they have reflection on results and on points. But I also believe that a little bit of light, a little bit of that luck you also need in football to win matches has to be back. And if that light comes back, it is different. You hit the post and the ball goes inside or goes outside. The VAR decisions many times. I am not speaking about that today because today I didn't watch it. But many times they are controversial or are the decisions by 1 inch. And finally, Mauricio Pochettino blames himself, not Kylian Mbappe. Now, third place PSG lost ground on their Liga and title race when they slumped to a 2-0 home defeat against Monaco on Sunday after wins for their main rivals. 5 days after humbling Barcelona 4-1 in the Champions League, the French champions lacked stamina and inspiration as they fell 4 points behind leaders Lille, who have 58 points from 26 games after beating FC Lorient 4-1 on Sunday. The interim captain Marco Verratti said, and I quote, "It's another missed opportunity in the title race. We have to understand that there are good teams in France too. It's not just about Champions League." Now, will PSG come back to win the Liga and title? Let us know in the comments below. But there you have it, guys, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, as well as recap of this weekend's football highlights. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time with some more footballing content.